in. Welcome back. Which episode is this? Episode 15?
16.
16? We are back. Welcome back for episode 16 of Chalk Talk and Chalk It Up Strength. Today we are continuing interviewing the coaches here at Chalk It Up, and we are joined by Brenna.
Hi.
Welcome. It's so good to see you again. Congratulations on your recent lifetime squat PR, breaking the 200-pound barrier finally.
Yes, that was really, really nice.
That was a great day.
That was a very great day.
Was that last week?
I didn't think that I could do that, and I did.
Yeah. So now the next goal is inevitably 315. 215, 225? No, we're just going to go straight to 3 plates.
I'm down.
But let's get right to it.
All right.
So our very first question in getting the audience to know you a little more deeply as a coach, as a person, what brought you to Chalk It Up Strength?
I was working out I was training in my garage because I had 2 babies, and it was more convenient to be working from home and training clients that I had at another gym. I just brought them over to my garage, and then I wanted to move forward and I wanted to learn more, and I wanted to become better and do better and get more clients and be more professional. And I was talking to my cousin who knows Rob, and she told me that I should talk to Rob and see if I can come over here. And so I contacted Rob, and he was open to having me talk to him, and that's how it started.
That's the origin story of Brenna and Chalk It Up.
Yeah,
that's good to know. So, what exactly do you do here?
I do strength training using kettlebells and barbells.
And what are some things that you do outside of the gym? You said you have 2 kids?
I do. I'm a wife, and I have 2 kids, ages 3 and 1.
So would you say that currently you're training for powerlifting?
Yeah, currently am.
Okay. What was your training history like before you got into powerlifting?
I kind of dabbled in everything. I started off with kettlebells. It was like the first thing that I really loved doing, and I was doing boot camp at the time. Mm-hmm. And I started doing Olympic weightlifting and running the track. So I kind of like just messed with a little bit of everything, and I did CrossFit at one point, but kind of just doing a little bit of everything.
So would you say that powerlifting is like part of this like sampling, experimentation process?
Yeah, I feel like
or do you feel yourself settling?
Yeah, I feel settling. I tried to do Olympic weightlifting as of recent, and I went right back to powerlifting.
Yeah.
So
what is it about powerlifting that you enjoy? If you could describe that.
I like that I know a lot more now about it, and it feels natural to me.
Okay.
And I think it's fun. I like training that style, but I still incorporate my kettlebell stuff in with powerlifting.
So do you have a favorite lift?
No. I mean, I really like bench. So
I did not expect that.
Bench.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like it. So let's get into this next question is what is the most difficult challenge you faced in being a coach here?
In being a coach here?
Yeah. Like in working with your clients, in like situations you've been in. What has been what were the most difficult situations you've been in?
Having clients that didn't want to get better. They kind of just wanted to settle in doing like workouts rather than like getting stronger and learning more technique stuff. So
like,
more general fitness, I guess. I like doing more like specific like strength training and technique stuff.
So you'd say like they came here early on because they wanted to just like sweat and burn some calories, Whereas you were learning all this interesting stuff about progression schemes
Yes.
and like progressing sets and reps and volume over time and intensity and all this crap. And you wanted to apply that.
I did.
And you wanted like clients who came to you to train, but they were just like, I just want to sweat.
Yeah.
So how have you dealt with that over time?
I just kind of start people off that way. I start people off with technique and then going into strength and starting with kettlebells and going into barbells and depending on their level of strength and how well they pick up technique.
Okay. So it's like you ingrain this idea of progression early on from like the very first session.
Yeah.
So it's like the expectation is set that you're not just coming here to sweat. You're coming here, you will inevitably sweat, but like we're going to progress every single time we come in here.
Yeah.
And then just giving them, like having kettlebells, barbells, progression schemes in place so that when they're ready to make that next step and like the training gets a little too easy or too comfortable, you could progress into something more challenging.
Yeah. And taking people who like mainly come in first and all they care about is losing weight, it's not really like my favorite place to be in with a client. I'd rather have them be excited to like add weight to their squat rather than lose weight from their bodies.
So it's like training clients who have more performance-based goals versus cosmetic or physique-based goals is more enjoyable for you.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's fine.
So conversely, what have been the most rewarding experiences you've had in coaching?
I would say like teaching people how to strategize when they're doing things that are a little harder for them.
Okay. Have any examples?
Yeah. Well, just like for me, I kind of like try to trick my mind when I'm doing like volume, for instance. Like I try to make it up to 5 and then down from 5 when I'm counting, and it kind of like tricks my brain. And so those
you're not doing 10.
Yeah, exactly. So those things kind of help me get through it, and I like to teach that so that way people don't feel overwhelmed when they're doing volume style training.
Absolutely.
And they know how to get through it.
Yeah, because it's like on paper, it's like, okay, here's someone's maximum recoverable volume, put them just below that and have them train that. Okay, it seems simple on paper, but when you do it, it's a bit traumatizing. And having those coping strategies in place that you learn like, through experiencing that kind of training. It's like, as coaches, we are communicating that understanding to our clients.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're not just these people who write programs for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Are there any other rewarding experiences that you'd like to mention?
I mainly like beginners with technique and stuff like that. I love seeing when someone comes in and they can't do a squat at all, and then after a couple weeks they're under the bar and loading weight on that bar, and that's like probably one of my most rewarding. Yeah.
I think like that's a sentiment shared by all of us. It's like such a fulfilling thing when you have this person who comes to the gym and they're not confident in what I'm intimidated by a barbell, and they just like start slapping plates on after a month, and
or even people who don't even know how to do a body weight squat, and then now they're under the bar with the bar loaded. It's really rewarding.
So if you could go back in time and give a young Brenna one piece of advice as it pertains to her training, what would it be?
Like my training for other people or myself?
Your own training. Like you're training for performance, you're training for powerlifting, you're training for kettlebells.
I would say to stick with something for a longer period of time and give it time.
Okay.
Because I have been the type in the past that just like jumps around, and I kind of can't stay with something for long enough. But now I'm like starting to stay with things for long enough to see results and feel really good about what I'm doing and not get bored.
What's helped with you sticking to a specific thing?
I think really learning that specific thing and knowing that I'm getting better at it. And
okay. So it's like if you have the understanding of the thing, you can buy into it more.
Yes.
Okay. Like that.
Or I I guess also when you see yourself getting better at something, you want to keep doing it.
I like that. You have any concluding thoughts? No? Okay. Well, thank you so much. This was a wonderful discussion on unpacking who is Brenna.
Thanks.
And that wraps up our episode. I don't know what